Welcome. I'm very excited you've taken advantage of this course, and my goal for you is to take this information, go into your own belief system, and literally within days or weeks, reprogram your belief system to get rid of the limiting beliefs blocking you from your highest goals and dreams. Now, if you've ever wondered why it's so difficult to change your life, to get ahead, to achieve the goals that will advance your life, it's because the success game you've been playing isn't the same game your subconscious mind is playing. Your conscious and subconscious minds are misaligned. They're not in harmony. They're actually working against one another instead of, rowing in the same direction. Now, you as a person are not the problem. It's your programming that's the problem. But that all shifts starting now. In the course ahead, I'm going to reveal how to correct the programming glitches taking place inside your head. And I'm going to try to explain it in a fun way. I'm going to try to explain everything in terms of your life being a game. And this is because everyone has played and understands the concept of games. Now, whether you like card games or board games or sports, you already have anchors planted in your mind regarding players and rules, strategies, practice, and various other aspects about games. You already have the mental filing cabinets I need to store this information. Learning it as a game will help you understand, remember, and then easily access this information going forward. So, where do we start? Well, let's start with me explaining the reason for all your past frustrations and failures. What if life was like a chess game or the ancient Chinese board game called Go? Well, if you didn't know how to play these games, if you didn't understand the pieces involved, the rules, and the strategies and tactics, you're going to have a tough time winning. Sure, you might accidentally pull off a great move or two every once in a while, but how could you possibly win without knowing the full setup and challenge in front of you? Now let's take it one step further and suggest you didn't even know you were playing a game. It's been kept secret from you your whole life. You're playing a high strategy, no do-overs game for the outcome of your life, and you didn't know it. What if that was true? And I want you to really think about that. What if you didn't realize your one and only precious life was being determined by a semi-secret invisible game? And if this game has been in play since the moment you were born, and you didn't know it was in play, and you also didn't know the rules or the pieces and the strategies, would it be any surprise that you failed to achieve the success you truly want? And I'm talking about your real dream, the one you've almost given up on, not just losing a few pounds or making a few extra dollars, and definitely not simply upgrading your car or your house, but that deep dream that delivers you the perfect life from here on forward. Now, before this course, if you had to defend why you haven't achieved that most important dream yet, you would most likely blame it on a great many things. Maybe things like competition or discrimination or racism, or you had bad parents or a poor education or the economy or politics, greed, and probably lots of bad luck. But after this course, you will see things much differently. I believe that by the end, you'll agree there is a game in play, and you will see it and understand it in a way you never have before. And you will then understand with beautiful clarity the causes behind all your previous frustrations and failures. It was never the world keeping you down. It was never bad luck, and it was most definitely never you. It's always, always, always been your programming. So why don't we jump in and get a general overview of how this game is played? The game. Let's call the game life. The players. The game involves two teams pitted against each other. Your team includes your two minds and your body. Now, your opponent, we'll discuss your opponent later. The goal. To win this game, you need to achieve certain goals which you get to establish yourself. Now, some people want to be a billionaire, some want to have children, and some want to write a novel, and some want to climb a mountain, and some just want to be healthy. You get to decide your own goals. Duration. The game of life is in play until the time runs out, and we never exactly know when that is. The game board. Now, most games are played on a board or a court or a field, And the game of life is played on something we collectively refer to as reality. Rules. There are some basic rules we'll discuss as we move forward, but the most fundamental and significant rule of them all is you must stay alive. Now, this is non-negotiable. You cannot cheat this rule. You must stay alive to participate in life. Strategies. Finally, top competitors, the most successful winners in life, always have effective strategies. And the learning and developing these successful strategies is what this course is all about. In the upcoming modules, we'll cover these basics a little more deeply. And once you understand the structure and rules of the game, you'll be able to start implementing strategies you didn't realize were at your disposal. And this can start in as little as a few days or weeks, depending on how long it takes you to get through the program and the book included with the course. So I hope you're ready, because if you're serious, everything changes starting now. I'm very excited for you. Again, welcome to the program.